The English Bill of Rights was passed by the Parliament in 1689. It signaled the shift from an absolute monarchy, one in which the monarch claimed a divine right to rule, to a constitutional monarchy where the power to make and pass laws fell under the purview of the Parliament. The rights outlined in the English Bill of Rights include many you may find in the U.S. Constitution today, such as freedom of speech, freedom from cruel and unusual punishment, the right to petition, and so on. Now, in the aftermath of World War II, everyone was horrified by the atrocities committed by the Nazis. And so the UN adopted the Declaration of Human Rights. However, it was still just a concept. And it took another few years before a judicial mechanism was established in the form of the European Convention on Human Rights. And they decided on the city of Strasbourg, where the court was to preside. Now, the UK Parliament did not want their citizens to have to petition an international court in order to address their grievances. So, in 1998, they passed the Human Rights Act, which received the royal assent from Her Majesty the late Queen Elizabeth II and was signed into law by Prime Minister Tony Blair. And it states that all citizens of the UK are entitled to certain universal rights, many of which were already part of the English Bill of Rights. But this act also included additional rights, such as the right to an education, the right to live freely as you choose, and of course, the right to life itself. Now, what does all this have to do with Kate Middleton? Prior to passing the English Bill of Rights, during a period known as the Glorious Revolution, the king could pretty much do away with his spouse whenever he felt like he had no more use for her. We all know Henry VIII dispatched all his wives in one way or another. He had his first marriage to Catherine of Aragon annulled because he could not get permission from the Catholic Church to divorce her, thereby establishing the Anglican Church. His second wife, who he cheated on Catherine with, Anne Boleyn, could not give him the son he so desperately wanted, so he had her killed. Beheaded, to be exact. And this wasn't a humane beheading with a guillotine like the French. No. In those days, you got beheaded with an axe. Anyway, he went on to divorce a couple others and behead another before he finally died in 1547. So there is a common thread running through the British monarchy in which a woman can be discarded, done away with once she has fulfilled her purpose. She is not supposed to be opinionated. She's not supposed to want to be free. She must toe the line and do as she is told. So, what happened to Kate? Did she cease to be useful to William? Did she no longer attract him as in the early days of their courtship? Did he fall in love with someone else? At some point during their marriage, William began to publicly humiliate Kate. Now, I have my theories on that, which I will probably make another video about. But whatever the reason, Kate is still a citizen with rights protected under the English Bill of Rights and the Human Rights Act. and it is the duty of the journalist to investigate her disappearance for the benefit of every citizen, particularly for every woman of the UK. Because you can't call yourself an advanced nation that grants universal rights not enjoyed in many other countries without bringing up the fact that a woman has simply vanished, and that this woman is the spouse of a member of a very powerful family, the royal family. Are the people of the UK going to stand for this? Do you not understand that by ignoring her disappearance and just accepting whatever the palace says, you are regressing as a nation? How much are you willing to regress? Do you want to go back to debtors' jails and torture and public beheading? Think I'm being hyperbolic? Ignore Kate's disappearance at your own peril.